Good morning, folks. This is Marc with Marc's Mobility. We're doing a review this morning on a V6 Frontier power chair. This power chair has the seat lift, the tilt, the recline. This is an extreme power chair. This is a review on a really nice extreme power chair. Good morning, folks. This is Marc with Marc's Mobility. I have right here a gorgeous power chair. So if you need something to get through the yard and your chair does not go through the yard, this one will get through the yard. Matter of fact, it'll go through dirt roads and paths and gravel. Because it's just built for that, and you'll see why in a minute. So this is a V6 Frontier wheelchair, power chair. It has 34 miles, so it was used for maybe a month and a half or two. It's literally brand new. This chair has the heavy duty, the large low pressure tires in the middle. These are 14-inch low pressure tires. It has two 750 watt motors. The motors are this big. So it has the heavy duty, high torque motor, 750 watts. That's about 1500 watts of power between the two motors on this power chair. This power chair has a suspension unequal from any power chair. What I mean by suspension, if you turn the corner, if you need to go outside, you need to go over a branch, look at the suspension on this thing. Look at this, folks. You're not going to see that on any other power chair. Look at that. It's about 8-9 inches off the ground. With that suspension right there, okay, you can go through the yard because your drive wheel is always going to be on the ground. Nothing's stopping you from this drive wheel going over obstacle and all that. This chair, folks, is fully loaded also. So not only is it an extreme power chair, but whoever had this chair, it has the 12-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric recline, and the electric feet. You can work all the functions through the joystick or through the switch box, which I like to use because it's quicker for me. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the seat lift, okay? So I'm going to push this button right here, the one all the way to the right, which says lift on the picture. I'm going to push it down, and I'm going to push it this way so it goes up. Now you got to give it about a second when you push these buttons. There's a 1 second delay. You can see the seat lift going up right now. This is a 12-inch seat lift. This is very nice. If you're hunting, you're fishing, you want to be able to get further away, you want to see what's going on in the water, or you want to see above the bushes because you're hunting. This is the nice addition. If you use it in the house, it's also good if you want to do dishes, you want to grab stuff off the cabinet and all that. So the seat is elevated completely. And here's another good thing about this chair. Look, it still drives with the seat elevated. So this chair will drive with the seat elevated. It'll drive at a reduced speed, but look at that, folks. Bring it over here, and you can see how it drives with the seat elevated. Let's look at the base real quick. As I mentioned earlier, these are 14-inch low pressure tire. Matter of fact, it says 4 to 8 pounds of pressure. Because of the size of the tire, the knob on the tire, and the suspension gives up in front, this chair will go over just about anything. Look at the suspension over here in the back, and you can see the frame. It's just this thick. It's built like a tank. This suspension right here is adjustable by turning the spring. So if you need more stiffness on the suspension, and there's also more suspension behind here for the wheel for that front fork, okay? So the suspension is incredible in this chair. You can also see the armature for the seat lift. You can actually see the motor for the seat lift right here. These wheels back here are air tires all the way around, okay? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, those are air tires all the way around. You have an anchor point here, and you have another anchor point right here. You have 4 of these if you need to tie your chair down or secure it so nobody steals it. These are your anchor points right there, okay? So because of the suspension on this chair, that's what makes this chair a great outside chair. So I'm going to bring the seat down, and I want to show you something else. Some of you guys are still able to get out of your chairs, but you have trouble getting out of your chair. So if you leave the seat elevated, raise the foot plate, and you have trouble getting out of your chair, look at this, folks. You can just walk right out of your chair. If you're still able to do that, great. But I just want to show you that's available. Just a little trick that a lot of people don't realize when they have their seat lifts. So we're going to bring the seat down. As I said, it always takes 1 second before it responds, okay? The next thing we're going to show you is the electric tilt, which a lot of people like that, and I'll show you why in a minute. Well, it's got a lot of reasons. So we're all the way down. Okay, now we're going to do the tilt. So the tilt is when the bottom goes back. Okay. So when the bottom goes back, of course, it's going to take the legs, the foot plate, it's going to take the back, because they're all connected together, okay? So the tilt is really nice if you have someone who needs pressure relief on their bottom, pressure relief on their back. They just need to relax, or they want to have circulation in their legs, okay? So this is the tilt. Let me show you something else. These are the electric legs. The nice thing about these electric legs here is, let me get it up there so you can see. Now that's a little extreme. That's a little extreme, but look at the size of this foot plate. It's probably about 16 inches wide, and you have contoured leg guards, so your feet's not going to come off, because when your leg's in here, there's no way it can come out of here, okay? Now, that's your legs. So I'm going to bring it back down. I'll go back to legs. I'm going to bring them down. You can stop anywhere you want. So that would give you good circulation, but you don't have to be all the way up like that. You could leave the seat halfway tilted. But look at this about the tilting. Let me go back to the tilt. I want to show you something that's pretty amazing. I'm going to bring the tilt down. Okay, folks, let's just say you want to go down a hill that's pretty steep, okay? If you leave the seat tilted like that, your chair still drives, you can go down that hill pretty much level, like that. You can see my hand. That's why a lot of people use this when they have a steep hill and they want to be able to go up the hill or down the hill. You can tilt the seat back like this, and it helps going down a steep hill. Coming up a hill, you wouldn't have to do it because you'd be leaning back in the seat anyway. But going down the hill, you leave the seat tilted, you can still drive the chair up the hill or down the hill, okay? I'm going to bring the tilt back down. The next thing I'm going to show you is the last of the four is the recline. So the recline is, which one is it? It's this one. So the recline is when the back goes back by itself. Nothing is moving on the chair but the back, okay? So you can see the back is going back. I want to see how far it's going to go, then we'll stop. These Extreme Mate don't go all the way down. Usually they go about 3/4. There we go. So it's about 80%. So this is as far back as it'll go. And that's your, so if you could also have your legs up and be laying flat in your chair. Well, not exactly flat, but you can see it's almost flat. So we're going to bring the recline back up. And we're going to talk about the swing away joystick while that's happening. The swing away joystick is this right here. You can take the joystick from here and bring it here, so you can get a little closer to your dining table instead of having to stop here without having to hit the joystick. This is called a swing away joystick. These arm pads are fully padded. There's about 2 inches of pad in here. You can see when I'm pushing, they're really soft, so they're not hard on your arms. And we're going to bring the seat all the way back up to driving position, and we're going to drive the chair. Now, I have it on fast right now. So folks, if you have this chair, it's not grandma's chair, that's for sure, because it's very quick and it's very torquey. It's for someone who's active, someone who wants to go out there and shoot guns and fish, or have a backyard. They just want to go through their yard. They have a farm. They just want to get to the cattle. There's all kinds of reasons why someone would want a chair like this. But the seat on this chair, folks, is 20 by 20, okay? 20 by 20, okay? You do have a safety belt. I'm going to say one thing about this chair, folks. I'm not changing the seat on this chair, so I cannot make this seat larger or smaller because it's all built into the seating system. So this chair right here, the way it's sitting now, you need to know this number. From outside to outside is about 27.5 inches. From outside of the box right here, actually I have 27 inches. So 27 inches from outside to outside, that's about where the wheels are at. If you look at this, it's pretty level with the wheels. So 27 inches, the seat is 20. I mean, you could put a bigger cushion without changing, but you'd have to move the lateral pads out. But we could put a 22-inch cushion on here. The depth is about 21 right now. So 20, 21 is depth. So that chair is staying like that. We're not changing the seat. This is a contoured back with an adjustable headrest, fully adjustable headrest. Let me show you. You can see the headrest is fully adjustable. Yeah, right there. What else do I need to tell you? These are flip-up arms. This is another, with this chair, it's a little fast, like I have it on full speed now. These arms are really nice because you can, some of these X8, you cannot flip the arms, they're fixed to the side. But this one here, you can actually flip the arms, take the lateral pad, and if you need to transfer from one wheelchair to another, you can do it this way if that's what you need to do, just by removing the pad. And this pad right here keeps your knees on the foot plate. So with these pads, and these pads can be made closer, they can go out, they can go back and forth on this track. They can be adjusted in any position you want, okay? There's all kinds of adjustments back in here. So that's that. This chair has a top speed of 6.2 miles an hour. It'll hold, I think it's 350 pounds because it has a seat lift. When they have a seat lift, it will not have the 400 pound, it'll be 350 with a seat lift, okay? So when you charge the chair, you'll take the charger that comes with your chair and you'll plug it right here. And as soon as the batteries are full, the charger will quit charging. So as soon as the batteries are full, this charger will stop, okay? So let's recap. I think we've covered about everything here. This is an extreme power chair, folks. It's called the Frontier V6 Extreme Power Chair. 6 wheels on the ground, but you have these big 14-inch wheels right here, and you have the suspension we talked about, and you can see when I move the chair, the suspension always goes up. Great power chair. It has 2 HD motors, 750 watt per motors. That's about 1,500 watts of power between the 2 motors. Mid-wheel drive power chair, which gives you the best turning radius. The seat is 20 by 21. You could actually put a 22-inch cushion on here. We're not changing the seat. It does have the swing away joystick. It has the lateral pad. It has the 12-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric recline, the electric feet, the adjustable headrest, the padded arms. It has the safety belt, of course, for your protection. It has the adjustable suspension. And look at the frame on this chair. Folks, if you want a power chair that's going to get through your yard, but you also want a good turning radius, this is D1 to get. All right, folks, there it is. You can see the front wheel. Look at that. That's your suspension right there. See that? Pretty neat, isn't it? That's what allows you to go through the woods, allows you to go through the dirt road, gravel and everything. Those front wheels will climb up and let you climb a hill and let you climb in the back of a vehicle. If you have a ramp, they'll let you do all kinds of stuff. This chair has a top speed of 6.2 miles an hour. It was only used for about a month. And when you stop, it brakes automatically. Too much power. So when you stop, it brakes automatically, okay? Right now I have it on the 5th speed. That's why you see the forks going like that. If I had it on the 1st speed, right here, you're not gonna see that here. See when I turn now, you're not gonna have the forks go up because I'm on the 1st speed. But this chair has 4 speed. I guess the 1st speed would be a half a mile, and the 4th speed, which I'm gonna go back to, would be about 6.2 miles an hour. Remember, this chair is fully loaded. It has everything. Let's go take it in the grass right here a little bit. Now, this grass is what you have in your backyard probably, but let's take it over here on the other side of this truck. I have a ditch, and you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. When I tell you it's an extreme chair, follow me. You'll see. See how I went over that big root there with no problem? I'm gonna go up this hill right here with this big. And right over here is about a 3 or 4 foot incline with leaves and tree stumps and everything. Watch this. I slowed it down a little bit so I don't get my head bounced up. But you can see how it has no problem over obstacles, branches. Again, you can see, but I don't want to fall off the chair, but you can see how it just climbs over that root there, and here how it just goes up with no problem. So folks, look at that. Woo! So if you're looking for a nice chair, this is called the Frontier V6 Powerchair, and I'm going to elevate the seat right now so you can see the seat up. So the seat should be going up right now. Oh, no, it's tilting. And I had the seat tilted a little bit because it was really rough, so I tilted the seat back so it makes you feel safer. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the tilt back down, and I'm going to raise the seat up. As I said, it takes about a second for the seat to start going up, and as you can see, it's going up now. So if you're going to drive this chair with the seat elevated, I wouldn't do it in the woods. I mean, maybe once you're parked and you want to raise the seat up, but I wouldn't drive with the seat elevated because you're going to be too high and it's going to be too much of this and you're just asking for trouble. But if you're on flat surface like this and you're with your loved one, you want to walk with them and you want to be at eye level, you're in the kitchen. And if you're going to be in the kitchen with this chair, you always want to be, let me get the seat all the way up and I'll mention that in a minute. So if this is your countertop, you want to have the chair here. You want the joystick away from your countertop, so your countertop would be here so you can do your dishes here and grab stuff off the third cabinet. You want to be on this side. You don't really want to be working from the front like this. Some people do, but now you really have to reach a lot, and you might have to put the foot plate up. Some people do with the foot plate down, they get over here like this and they can do this, but I think the best way is always working from the side of the chair, okay? So this is the seat elevated. So as you can see with the seat elevated, it has a reduced speed so you don't get in trouble, okay? With the tilt, you don't have a reduced speed. So I'm going to bring the seat back down. So if you're looking for a chair with electric seat lift, there we go. I'm hitting the wrong button. So if you're looking for a chair with a seat lift, electric tilt, electric recline, electric legs, lateral pads, the seat is 20 by 20. It can easily be a 21, 22-inch seat. The arms flip up on this chair. You have the swing away joystick, the low pressure tire, the 750 watt motors, 2 of them. That's a total of 1,500 watts. The suspension is out of this world. This is a chair for someone who really wants to go out there and make it happen. Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marc's Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.